G'day everyone. Okay, welcome back to Sophisticated Bogan. Today we're going to be going back onto the bike again. Yay! Also going to be having Paul, my mate, come back. He's going to help me later on. Well, probably won't be too long till he's here to help me get the engine and stuff like that out. But yeah, let's take you over to the bike and tell you exactly what we're going to do. Okay, so to start off with, I'm going to be taking off the rear wheel because I really want to be able to get that tail section out. And then I'm just going to progressively move along. Probably after doing the wheel, we'll probably empty out the cooling, all the fluids out, which is, got a container to drain it in. Don't be crap people and just let crap go everywhere. Dispose of things properly. Also, we'll be draining out the oil out as well, because as you can see on here, there's gunk and crap that they've used. So they've obviously cross-threaded or whatever they've done to it, but I've bought another sump plate, gasket, all that jazz, you know, and the sump plug as well. Yeah, so let's get on to things. Woo! Alright, so we've got to get these sliders, adjusters out of the way, so the wheel can move back and forth. Everything's going to be coming apart, so all this will be taken apart. I'm glad that I can save this bike. It would have just gone to scrap for sure, or a parts bike maybe. This way we get to give it new life, and yeah. Grab the hammer, but never use the hammer on. Alright, you can see why this was hard to get out. See all that corrosion? So this is all going to be brought back to smooth as, again, for it to actually work properly. So we now have the wheel off. I'm just going to get these other little bits there, like the front sprocket cover. Then I might move on to getting the cooling system emptied, and then I'll move on to the exhaust. Alright, let's get the speed sensor off, eh? Not the sprocket and speed sensor, but yeah, let's go! Now what I do is that I'll take them out, but when I place them on the ground, I put them in the direction, just to make sure that whichever ones, they're not all going to be the same length, they not normally are, but if they are, then awesome. But on other bikes that I've done, they have not been. Oh. And it's also missing a bolt. Okay, so you can see what I mean. Not all the bolts are the same length. So I'll put that there. You can see it's a shorter bolt. But what I've got to work out is what this bolt here, because it wasn't in there, so I need to see how long that is. This can come off now. That's broken too. Interesting. Well, I think that's safe to say that that's going to have to be replaced. So I've already had to look. I'm going to have to get a new speed sensor because it's a bit shit, buggered. Oh, sorry about the language. But yeah, so I've got to making a whole new casing. I'm going to make sure I inspect this now because that's all cracked. So my guess is they might have had a chain explosion at some point and have the chain or the sprocket or both. That's pretty good now. Yeah. Anyway, let's continue on. Alright. So I might start looking at doing the cooling system. Get all the coolant out. And then after I've taken the cooling system off, then we can move on to getting the exhaust off. And then I can move on to the sump clay. We get that changed over the sump pan. We've got to get all the oil out of it first, of course. But yeah, the things I'm finding on this thing are just wow, you know. Like this is off that reservoir bottle that they had, that they dodgied up, and because of that, you know, when things heat up, the glue just runs. So that's going to be fun undoing that bolt for when because I'm changing all the gaskets. Yeah, at least whoever gets this bike after me, because I will be selling it of course, at least I know that they're going to be getting a bike that's actually, you know, good condition and running well. Like this is just things I'm finding, you know. But of course it was an auction bike after all. You know, you can't expect too much from these things. But I'm just stoked to be able to bring it back to life. You know, it probably hasn't, if the condition it's going to be in, this bike probably hasn't unfortunately been in that kind of condition in probably a decade, easy. The amount of things that I'm seeing is definitely long-term neglect. But she'll be a good running bike afterwards. Wow. No coolant at all. So this whole system is going to get flushed and then filled up with coolant. Yeah, so we're going to get new hoses for it too. These are pretty also, good signs, all my gaskets are good because, well, the head gaskets and stuff like that, which I can't really see any oil leaks much anywhere. I know I've sort of cleaned it, but I only cleaned it to a certain extent so I can sort of see if there's anything I need to worry about. Oh, I forgot, I can actually take that tail out. I'm going to have to do repairs on. It is recording. Alright everyone, Paul has turned up, so we're going to keep on moving. So we're going to move on to getting the radiator off, and then we can get the exhaust and I can start getting underneath the engine, getting the crappy sump off with the crappy blue shit on it. Alright, let's crack on. Radiator. Gonskis. What's next? The exhaust.
This is fun, I remember this.
So we're exhaust free. Alright, so as per usual, for stuff that I do, things don't go to plan. So we're moving on to other things. We're going to get these cups up for the carburetors, and then I'll be taping them up so that they're all clear. Yeah, as you can see, the exhaust is off. I can also do things like the sump underneath, since I might as well move on to that one now. And also get the rest of the hoses and stuff off as well. Alright, so my camera's about to die anyway, but we're just going to sort of finish this up here. As you can see, quite a bit's been done now. We didn't get the engine out, but I just got to get some tools so I can get that out. And yeah, so probably in the same video, but at the next bit I'll have the tools by then. And yeah, I'll be able to get it done. Alright, goodbye.
Bye.
Alright, new day. Okay, so now we're going to be moving on to, I want to change the sump pan over. I want to get it done before I get the engine out. So there's a couple of things I'm going to have to do. I've also discovered that for the front sprocket, they're a really big pain in the ass to get off. So I've seen a few ways on YouTube how people are doing it. But it does mean, you know, I'm getting new sprocket chains, everything anyway, and I will also be getting a new sprocket nut. Yeah, fun times are going to be ahead for this one. I need to get the front wheel off, but I have the bit for this side, but I don't have the size for the other side. So I'll have to get that in the next couple of days. So hopefully we'll get the pan off, I'll get the fluids out, get all this blue crap off. I mean, look at that. It's just, look at that. Like, why do people do this? Like, I know why they did it, but couldn't they just done things properly in the first place? Anyway, but yeah, so this thing will be getting changed over. I have another one right here for it, with a new sump plug as well. All looks good. Just got to get the rest of the gasket stuff off, so that it's all clean surface. And then obviously getting all the gasket off whatever's left here as well. So, alright, so we'll get on to that. I don't know why they dunked it all. Oh, no washer. See, when you do oil changes, you're meant to replace the washer. It's a crush washer. Let that all drain out, and then we can start moving on to other bits. Alright, so we've got most of the oil out now. It's nearly finished dripping out. Hang on, sorry. There you go, it's nearly all dripped out. We've prepped the surface of the new sump pan. Oops, put it that way. So, got to make sure that you get all the old crap off and make sure it's a nice clean surface for the new gasket to go on. Alright, let's move on getting the old sump off. I reckon that should be drained enough. Alright, let's crack on. sump is off. So just gonna let that drip a little bit more, and then I'll be getting onto the surface and cleaning up all that surface there, and then we can put on the gasket and sump pan, new sump pan on. Alright, cool. Alright, so now we're going to get the gasket, the sump pan on, gasket on, cleaned up the surface up there. Found out why this thing wasn't holding oil is that there was no gasket at all. Nothing at all. Made cleaning easy. As you can see, there's nothing there, and there's nothing up there. So, yeah. Alright, so let's get this done. Yeah. Just to hold the gasket in place while I put it up, I just put little dabs of silicone gasket. Very small amounts. You don't really need much for it to hold in place. That is sump pan done. There you go. All done now. Okay, so everything here will get painted anyway. But yeah, so my job next is to do that. Get this front sprocket off. Alright, so we're getting there. I'm sorry it's slow and the videos aren't coming out as often as I'd like them to, but life has its ways. And of course, I'm still healing, so I've got another week and a half of this before it comes off, and then I can go a little bit more at it and be a bit more robust. Alright, till tomorrow. Alright, so new day. So I've managed to get a bit on, but I wasn't able to get I forgot to put the camera set up because I was just determined to get this damn sprocket off. But as you can see, the sprocket is now gone, chain's gone. So I'm just been buttoning everything up because what I'm going to, tomorrow, what would I be, well, for me it's tomorrow anyway, I'll be cleaning everything up and also getting the engine out. That's what I'm doing next after doing this. So, but right now I'm just going to get the wheel off so that I can get them ready, and then I've got to get the wheels stripped down and then go get the tyres taken off them, and then I can start working on those as well. So things are moving forward, so let's just get this wheel off. And so what we've got to do is we've got to undo these, which are the pinch bolts, so they hold on to the hub. Get them off. So I've already started undoing these. Well, that's relatively painless. Well, and now wheel off. Okay, so what I've done here is to block off the exhaust ports. I've just used a little bit of gasket, silicone gasket. So these aren't really set yet, so that's why I'm going to be doing it tomorrow. So I just want them to make sure. I don't want anything to get inside anything. So I'm going to be hitting it with a gurney. Get all the crap. Yeah. Alright. Alright, let's get this wheel stripped down. One disc. Now all this will be getting all painted and done again. It's all chatted now, but it's going to look really good when it's done. That's off. Now that's sort of ready to get the tyre taken off, valve taken out, so give it ready to be painted and prepped and painted and all that stuff. Alright, where's the sprocket? Gone. Let's get the rear brake off. Alright. The strip just got to take the hub out of this. Just put it there for the time being. So there's the wheel stripped. Of course that too. I'm going to take the hub out and everything, then I'll get this spacer off, the sprocket part. Alright, the time has come. I'm extremely nervous. So here we go. So I've got a lift supporting it underneath. So yeah, there's 6 bolt or 8 bolts because there's 2 pinch bolts that I've got to undo. A pinch bolt here for this one and a pinch bolt under here for that one. So yeah, there's just 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3. And then yeah, lower it down and then move the frame. Oh, here we go. We are engine and frame free, thanks to my son Cody. Woohoo! So I'm thinking of spinning it around so it's up against that. Anyway, thank you. Alright. Well, we are free. Got to wait until end of August, beginning of September so I can get The swing arm tool, removal tool. This socket goes down onto that. And then, yes, take the forks out, top plate off, swing arm off, rest of the suspension mounts off, and yeah, we can start getting it prepped. Starting to move forward, people. This is one hell of achievement. I've had a sort of a crap start to the day, and to have this happen is it's a relief. Finally got it out. And massive thanks to my son, Cody. So, alright, on the next video, people, because I'm going to call this one it. This is what I've been wanting to achieve now for quite some time, is to get this out. So I can start getting it prepped and getting it ready to be painted, and changing a lot of stuff out as well. So, milestones, people, milestones. Alright, I'll see you next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, all that kind of stuff. Notifications, and you'll see when the next videos come out. So yeah, we're getting along. Alright, see you people. See you next one.